I'm Kevin Coleman with the Side of Post, and I am at the Ross County Fair at the Antique Tractor Show. And can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Dave Carroll. I've done this for several years out here for the fair, and we're not a club or anything. We pretty much, anyone could bring a tractor in the public. We're welcome to have them. We've probably got around, I haven't really counted here the last couple of days, probably about 100 units in here. And you had to come on out and visit the show. It's been a real nice show we put together.
And this is a traditional thing here at the fair?
Yeah, it's went on for years. There's been a lot of older farmers. I would say it started out with the farmers. A lot of farmers are collectors, and we've lost a lot of them in the past, so you know, really miss them. But getting the youngins involved, we got a whole slew of young people that's actually bringing tractors in, and that's really a good thing because they can keep it going even after I quit doing it.
Maybe they get tired of swapping chips in new cars. They want something with hands-on.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. We have a lot of young kids this year, and like I said, that's really really impresses me. They want to keep the tradition of the tractor and the farming history around this area here, and that's really a good thing.
Now you are still at your new location. If anyone looks for you over at the auction hall, you're not there in that little triangle anymore.
Yeah, we're not over by the rabbit barn anymore. Last year we moved over here. We was running out of room over there, and the fair was board was good enough to let us have this spot over here, and it's really worked out well. Really enjoyed over here. Got a lot more room, and I feel I can do a lot more with the tractors and to where the public can enjoy them.
And this is right next to the first parking area.
Yeah, right next to the gate 1 parking area, and we're in between the gate 1 parking area and the gate 2 entrance.
And also right next to the horse barn.
Right straight across from the horse barn. Yep.
All right, and you've got a big event coming up Thursday.
Yeah, we have the traditional parade that we do through the midway and the campground area, and that will be at approximately 5:15 Thursday. That'd be tomorrow, the 7th, and we actually start lining them up at 4. We close down here at 4 o'clock to get all the drivers in, line up at 5. So best place to see that is if you're in the campground, or you can go down by the horseshoe pit down by the midway, and that's a real good area to see all the tractors come through, and we'll have a fun time doing it. We really enjoy doing it.
You weave all through the fairgrounds.
Yep, we'll go through the midway, then we go all the way through the fairgrounds, and we'll hit about every other row.
Past the commercial building?
Past the commercial building, and then we'll go out past along 207, then come back along 204 or 104, and then right back into the fairgrounds. And we're usually on them about a half hour. So yeah, come on out and see us there. Everybody always enjoys doing that. So.
All right, and I'm certain there's plenty of videos showing, including mine, showing the parade.
Oh yeah, you do.
Parade. This
is a guy here, reporter here, that does a fine job for the fair, and probably the best around as far as I'm concerned. And
well, thank you.
He does a real fine job. You really enjoy the little videos he puts on.
All right, I guess
I do.
I paid you enough, didn't I?
Well, no, you didn't have to pay me nothing. You're just a good guy, good reporter.
Right,
really like doing what you do.
Well, let's look at some of your tractors you've got right here. You've got a row here that's special.
Yeah, what we did, a lot of the shows around will do a featured tractor for the show, so we decided we was going to do that this year. So we're featuring John Deere, and what we do, we got a row of John Deere here, several different years, makes, and models. And I went ahead and done some signs up for the featured show tractor. So this year, that's what the featured tractor is. So next year we'll end up having another one. I haven't decided what we're going to do yet, but we'll have another make, and we'll have them in one area to where the people can enjoy them. And most of them have name badges on them. Some of them hadn't brought them in yet, and you can kind of see who the tractors they are. And if you happen to notice the tractor, and if you want to ask, is that so-and-so's tractor, I've got a book at my tent that we can look up to see exactly whose tractor it is if they don't have a nameplate on them.
All right, so what's special about this row to our left?
Okay, what we got down here, we've got 5 John Deere A's. They're unstyled, and each one of them is the year that they were actually produced, from 1934 to 1938. each year, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, the gentleman has each year tractor that tractor was actually built. So that's kind of a neat thing, because you don't usually, like me, I collect one tractor and then the next one I get might be a year newer, might be a year older, or it might skip 10 years and go to a 10-year. This guy here has collected each year that the John Deere A unstyled version. And basically they were just a tractor. They wasn't nothing fancy to look at, but according to the time that they were built, they're a pretty good looking tractor. You know, they really had the style. They say unstyled, but they was kind of styled.
Yeah. But this was the Great Depression, so people didn't want to pay extra.
Yeah, but boy, they sold a slew of them.
Yeah.
Was a lot of them.
Was the 1930s a big time when expansion of gasoline tractors?
Yeah, they went. You know, they had quite a few of them. You know, went from kerosene to gasoline, and then they started on kerosene or gasoline and went over to kerosene, and then since then the tractors out here will do that, a lot of them, but everybody just runs them on gasoline. And
you're moving away from horse-drawn. Yep. And probably steam is long gone.
A lot of these definitely took the place of the horse, you know, back in the time. And of course, when we got up to around World War II, what they ended up doing is they went ahead and wasn't many tractors, but they were built and they started scrapping them. They actually had an ad that says, well, we'll take your farm equipment for scraps, and then they would make them into missiles
for the war
and stuff
effort.
For the war. So if you've got like a tractor around that era, you know,
they're pretty rare.
Pretty rare. They scrapped a few of them. Of course, the money was probably worth more than the tractor, and they did a lot of that for the war purposes around that era there, around the early 40s.
Okay.